All right, we're back. We're doing something special today. What I have on the workbench is I'm doing a BMW lost key replacement for motorcycles. So this is going to be a 2008 BMW G650 Xcountry. Customer sent a couple keys. I guess whatever locksmith they was dealing with before they sent this to me probably told them they didn't have no keys. So the customer went ahead and ordered some keys for them. And once they had the keys, they probably tried to, let me see. Yeah, there's some tool marks right here. Let's look around. Yep, they took this switch off. They tried to pop that plate off, and they realized they were stuck. They took this off. You can see that's all, yep, that one's all bent up. They tried to take this off, see if they can get the cylinder out. No go. This lock does not come apart. You either got to know how to pick it really good, or you need to know how to decode it. That's just it. That's it. These motorcycles, most of the time, are not in our books. We have limited data when it comes to motorcycles, so you definitely need to understand locking systems. I'm old school. I've been doing this since about 1990, so I can pull from a lot of stuff that I've done in the past as far as knowledge and experience. This to me is a Zadi lock, which is right there, Italian manufacturer. So as long as I know that, I'm very familiar with Zadi. I know their systems. I know their keys. I know everything about Zadi locking systems. So I can generate a key from scratch. It's going to take me a little bit of time and effort, and I'll make it happen. I'll come back in a little bit. All right, we're back. This puppy is done. Let's try a key. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's the wrong key. This is a, yeah, 1965 Ford Mustang I'm working on. But anyway, all right, we know this one's good. There you go, nice and smooth. Put that over there so I can get ready to put a tag on it. Get ready to ship it back to the customer. Nice and smooth. You may notice there's no file marks. There's no impressioning marks. This is all dialed up on my manual code machine. So I have a computerized and I also have a manual. What I like about the manual machines, let's say one of these cuts is a number 1 and it's wore down to, I don't know, 1.25. I can go ahead and dial up 1.25. My computerized machine can only go half cuts and whole cuts. Anything in between or anything like that, it can't do it. So my manual, I can basically make what I want. I can make a key 1.75, 1.5. Of course, I could do whole cuts, 1, 2, and 3, and But so what I did was I cut the key. It wasn't working right when I went through whole solid cuts because of wear and tear. Then I actually factored in the wear and tear, and here we go. Like I said, you won't see no file marks. Everything is perfect. Same with this one. And like I said before, I never made a key to this particular bike before. But I know the locks. The locks are manufactured by Zadi, which is Italian. I've done a lot of Italian bikes over the years. Definitely a lot of overseas stuff. So that's where I pull my knowledge from. A lot of people, you may call me, wondering why people in your area can't do this. To be honest with you, there's not a lot of data on motorcycles like there is automotive. Automotive, we got data galore. I mean, we know the key lengths, we know space and depths, we know how many cuts it needs to be, we know everything. The chips, what type of chip it should have, what frequencies the remotes are working. But when it comes to motorcycles, we don't have a lot of data. So that's why when you're calling around, the people that do motorcycles is very limited. A lot of the locksmiths that you may encounter right now are new school locksmiths. They haven't been around for a while. They good at what they do, I guess. They out there every day doing what they do. They dealing with the new stuff. They got the computerized machines. They looking for key codes and, pin codes and doing their thing. But when it comes to some stuff where you actually have to figure it out from scratch, they're not really good at that part. So, like I said, I've been around since 1990. I've done my fair share of locks. I even done some, I did a cruise ship one time from Europe that had some funky locks and profile locks, and had to make keys from scratch to that. So what I'm good at is figuring out what the cuts are, my spaces, my depths, pulling, getting data from the lock. I have different measuring equipment. I can go in there and measure, what's going on, and translate that to piece of paper and then do my thing. But y'all need my help, give me a call. Go to the website, www.acmlocksmithgroup.com. And that's about it. I'll tell you, if you do call me, I'll tell you what to send me, how much it's going to cost, how long it's going to take. And just keep in mind, a lot of stuff that I do, it does take time. So, it is what it is, when it comes to pricing. You're actually having me do it. I don't outsource it. I'm the person that's actually going to do the work and generate your keys or do the programming or whatever the case is that I'm doing. But as usual, I appreciate y'all that are referring work to me, mechanics, dealerships. I appreciate y'all, the rest of y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all like the videos, just like it, subscribe, share, and I'll catch up with y'all on the next one. Thanks.